Dating doesn't have to be so hard, but for some reason in 2025, it's become excruciatingly painful, not just on your mental faculties, but on your wallets. The shorties are demanding Roof Crisp and Papa John's pizza, things that are exuberant. And we ain't got time for that. What is the actual cost for bagging a baddie these days?
The average cost per nut in 2025. How much does a nigga have to spend on average on a link just to crack buns? This question has stumped the greatest minds of our generation. Philosophers, mathematicians, Zeus and Belu, even niggas in the group chat.
Not gonna lie, this is pretty good ball knowledge. But I don't know why this nigga said $0 at first. A bitch literally can be under a love genjutsu and still ask you to buy her a Snickers to meet the minimum payment threshold.
But today, we're finally answering this age-old question. Hit the like button, watch the whole video.
That's the thing a lot of y'all niggas gotta understand, fam. You're always going to pay in life. You're always going to pay. Ain't nothing free in life. When you're dealing with a shorty, you're always gonna pay in time. You're gonna pay in money. You're going to pay in energy. There are so many things that are going to be taken away. If there's one thing I dislike, is talking to a shorty and having all my time wasted, having all my energy completely wasted. That is one thing I dislike because I can never get that time back. That's why I'm very, in a sense, I like when shorties just approach me because that saves me the time of having to go talk to her, trying to get to know her. I don't got time for that. Listen, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna step up, I'm gonna peacock, I'm gonna rep my shit. If you feeling a nigga, come holler. That's it. That's how I play the game. I don't got time to wait to go up to a bunch of shorties and figure out what they're all about, if they like me or not. No. If she coming up to me, shawty likes me, I'ma just play the game that way, all right? Being a nigga, the way that we niggas we move, you get that privilege, okay? From snow bunnies coming up to you. So play the game how the cards that Jesus Christos himself dealt you.
While I try to break down the current economic impact of cracking bunions in this modern economy. Alright, bro, we gotta really take a scientific approach to this. First, we gotta establish the variables. What even is an average length? Let's assume the following. You're a 21-year-old man with access to a car, maybe not a Hellcat, little average weak-ass Nissan, no disrespect. You're not a celebrity, you got decent game, above average hygiene, and you know how to talk. You're not Duke Dennis, but you're also not literally Skippy the Virgin. The female in question has medium tier morals, like she not throwing you the neck for a drive to Quick Trip and a pack of Skittles with a big Q, but she also not literally making you wait till marriage. Just for reference, the cheapest I done ever cracked bunions was an Auntie Anne's pretzel. That was probably $4.87 and a little bit of gas money to go to the mall. Most expensive, probably $140 plus, spent across 3 failed and 1 successful mission. Also, before we really get into it, we'll be calculating the average cost of a first link hit, only because follow-up missions are kinda unreliable for this type of shit, cause bruh, I would have to somehow also include a time frame that you're saucing this shit up in the final calculations. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, I'm not Isaac Newton. That math equation a little too complex for me, I'm gonna be honest. Also, bro, it's the cost per nut, not the cost per 12 links so I can finally hit. I wouldn't even want to know the number at that point. I don't even want it that bad. You can keep her. We aiming for a first link hit, bro. Fuck it. God, that multi-hit.
Imagine being the nigga that has to link with her 12 times to smash. When there's a nigga that linked up with her 1 time to smash. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all niggas. A lot of the times, I'm not even taking shorties on dates. I don't even remember the last time I actually went on a date. I think for me, when I'm dating a girl, the time that I'm dating her is after I've already smashed. Then we start doing things. But for the most part, the amount I'm spending would have to be on gas. The gas that I have to put into my vehicle to go there. That's the amount I'm spending, and the time. The time I have to yap her ear off to convince her that I'm a real ass nigga.
Hit multi-link hit shit, bro. No, nigga, we only dealing with first date shit. And also, bro, it's 2025. These females are already pretty much brainwashed to just throw you the neck off rip. So I don't think it's crazy to only be dealing with first night hits in this scenario. Now, with that being said, this number might be slightly inflated, but you can always adjust based on how long you're willing to commit. I shouldn't have to explain the math. You would just divide by how many days you're stretching it out. And you would also have to adjust for the cost of making that trip to her and back to your crib. Unless you're doing Uber, but I don't know if that'll be the most economically friendly decision. Alright, so boom. You and this bitch been texting, the vibe right, you offer to pick her up and take her out. Step 1 is the activity. So boom, you pick her up and y'all end up going bowling. Bowling is literally a go-to link activity. That shit literally cover all the requirements of a good link activity. It's some little fun, semi-competitive, and good for breaking the touch barrier and just generally saucing up. Now the cost for this type of activity should be no more than $40. And let's just say
What? Nigga said $40. Bruh, come on, man. Why are you leading the youngins astray? $40 for what? For what? No, shut up, dude. First off, if you want to control the situation, so it's always in your favor, first of all, pick a situation that is within walking distance of your crib, okay? Second of all, make sure that you always choose something that is inexpensive. I personally always like to go to frozen yogurt. Because if the shorty is really about you, she'll go anywhere, all right? If she's just looking for some kind of nigga with the bag, then she'll be like, nah, I'm not down. And I've had shorties literally laugh in my face when I say, yo, we're going for frozen yogurt. And if she starts laughing, then I know that Jesus Christos done did me a favor and avoided me a terrible shorty. So pick something that's within walking distance of your crib if you can. Second, make sure it's absolutely ridiculously cheap, like a frozen yogurt ting. That's like $3 a piece, that's $6. So you spend $6 on the thing, plus the time it took you to walk to the area. Never go and pick her up from her crib. She doesn't deserve that. You don't know who this person is. I'm telling y'all niggas, do the most low ball shit ever. And why do I say that? I say that because if y'all niggas have the ability to do so, if you have a maximum aura, you can get away with this. Now, the ideas that I'm giving you isn't for every nigga. Not a lot of y'all niggas can finesse like this, all right? The reason why I can finesse like this is because I'm in an area where, for the most part, there's not a lot of niggas, all right? So these white shorties will literally bow down to a black prince like myself. And I don't mean that in this cocky way. I'm just saying that these are the cards that are dealt. When I go to different areas and I travel to different areas, sometimes the game is not in my favor at all. When I go to the Congo, the game is not in my favor. I have no good cards. There's nothing that differentiates me from another Congolese jungle nigga, bro. There's nothing. So I'm telling you, for different situations, there's different cards. Not a lot of you can do this, but if you can, try to keep everything to an absolute minimum, bro. Don't, listen. You are superior to all these women, bro. Treat them like a subordinate. Do not give them more than they need. Women deserve less, all right? That's it.
Look at $6 worth of gas for you picking her up and driving to the bowling spot. If it costs you more than $6 in the tank to make that move happen, bro, you might gotta turn down your radius on the hinge job. Like, them is clearly not your servers. But alright, now you finish bowling, you might even let her win just to increase the possibility she throw next. Now she talking about she hungry. Now listen up, I need you to really open your ear.
Fuck that, I never let no bitch beat me at any sort of activity at all. No, there's no way, dude. I'm sorry. So there's no way. I'm just way too competitive. I have a Michael Jordan mindset, dude. I'm whooping you in any competitive thing that we're doing. I'm sorry.
I'm really finna put niggas on OG game right now. Here is where you finesse. Instead of taking the bitch to like American Deli or something, then awkwardly eating in the car and trying to catch neck, but this bitch got hot sauce and lemon pepper seasoning on her mouth, you start saying, damn, is this bitch making a mukbang? Instead of doing that bullshit, you hit her with this. Let's go cook something in my crib. Oh my gosh, nigga, this is the one. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, this shit literally unguardable. My method is finna get patched now. I'm already knowing, like, bro, don't spam this game. Like, I ain't gonna cap the goers. Don't do this for the goers. Please don't burn the method out on the goers. But alright, y'all done picked up the groceries. Now y'all back at the crib. This is another opportunity for y'all to get more comfortable with each other. As we all know, you know what I'm saying, you kind of got to warm your hoes up, bro. Like, you got to warm up the comfortability meter to even get an opportunity to hit. This cooking is really like a double entendre, because not only are you able to build more comfortability, but it also fulfills the food requirement, so she don't feel like she letting you hit for free. And it also gives y'all a reason to go back to your crib without you literally saying, yo, let's go back to my crib so I can crack buns.
That was some good eats. I'm ready to fuck some. I'm ready to fuck some.
I can't go back.
I'm ready to fuck some. I'm ready to fuck some. I'm ready to fuck some.
Hey, what are you talking like that for, bro? Why is he talking in this manner, dude?
What shot is that? Have you ever shot that shot? Do you work on that shot?
This move is literally so OP, bro. Like, this really the method, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this take care of OD birds with one stone. We cooking, laughing, joking. She gets to eat, and we're already literally at the crib. And then when you factor in the alternative of going out to eat, the method become even better. Like, I'm saving money, and
I don't believe in the idea of cooking for a shorty, unless you're already bagged the shorty out. But if you're just getting to know, listen, I'm a lazy ass nigga, bro. I'm gonna give you guys the worst advice. I'm the type of nigga that literally do the least. I do the least amount of things, bro. Like, bagging shorties is not something that should be difficult. That's why a lot of y'all niggas, I don't understand how you suffer with shorties, bro. Shorties is easy, but then again, I have to also take into consideration that we all not built the same, bro.
I get the sauce more. This really some 200 IQ shit. The cost of this section really come down to you. Like, you're not whipping up some type of 3-course Michelin star meal game. Like, this is some quick and easy shit. Maybe some Alfredo, maybe some weak ass salmon with the bag mashed potatoes or some shit, bro. Now, I'm gonna be honest, after you do all of that shit, bro, as long as you was saucing how you supposed to, and this bitch is not literally prime NBA all defensive team Kawhi Leonard, at bare minimum, you should catch some little weak ass net. So now, if we calculate everything up, from the gas money it take to pick her up, take her to the spot, the bowling alley, the groceries, all of that should add up to no more than $95. There it is, bro. We just literally broke this shit down the most scientific, mathematical, socio-economical, political state of the world type of way. So if you're paying more than $95 to crack buns, you're doing too much, nigga. You gotta go reevaluate yourself. You might be chopped or some shit. I don't know. You gotta go back to the drawing board.
500 for your fucking hair. 200 for your fucking nails. A lot of niggas be broke and they don't really know how the prices is. It's typical 500, a lot of times it's a lot more. Realistically, bro, it's...
What? Stop it, man. Listen, I'm not the nigga to take advice from. In fact, don't take my advice, man. Do whatever y'all niggas want to do, man. Because a lot of y'all, this is the problem with y'all, is y'all leave with your wallet, man. When you leave with your wallet, these shorties will finesse you out of every single dollar that you have. It's mainly because a lot of y'all don't have any charisma. Y'all ain't got no riz. Y'all don't have any chat at all. Your chat is terrible. You can't chat to girls. I don't understand y'all. Like, this is when it comes to shorties, bro, the less thinking you do, the better off you are. Now, if you understand how to speak to women, it's essentially like anything in life. It is a mathematical equation. It's a series of steps. Just like when you build a Lego set, it's a series of steps. You do this, you do this. Then you do this, then you do this. Then you do this, then you do this. Don't think about it. Just go off of instinct. And if the shorty's not about it and the shorty's not about the things that you're doing, move on to the next. That's why it's a numbers game. It's a number game because in the sense of if you are doing the steps of operation and the shorty's not about it, dismiss her, bro. Move on to the next shorty. Do the steps again. Not right. Fall in love with the process, bro. Don't get so caught up in like, oh, I gotta bag the shorty, because that's how y'all niggas get your head. Well, what do I send her? What's the message I send her? Why didn't she reply an hour back? Why didn't she do this? It's like, y'all niggas need to get out of your head, bro. Get out of your head, dog. Facts. I'm telling you straight up. Just meet the shorty, do what you need to do. If she's not about it, move on to the next one. Do the same process, and eventually you'll find out that you'll be bagging shorties way more because you're so chill and relaxed. You're the fun guy. Shorties like the fun guy. They don't like the guy with the 401k and the mutual fund investments, bro. No, okay? Stop playing. Stop thinking so much, man. Y'all niggas are stressing me out.